the fact that he's living in this woman's house and they're actually more than just friends trying to help out each other, it's nasty work, man. I'm sorry. Like this woman just lost her husband. Hey, what's going on, folks? Another episode of Ryan Reviews Everything, and we're getting close to 2025. Wishing everyone a early Happy New Year. Let's get into it. I am talking about LANDMAN, which is actually on Paramount Plus, and I gotta admit, man, I binge watched it for the past couple weeks. When it first came out, or when I saw the trailer before it came out, I stereotyped it as just being like some, country Texas drama, about, some Texas family. And I didn't give it a time of day. But after giving it the first couple episodes, actually after the first episode, I was hooked into it. Yeah, this was great. And I should have known better because even in the trailer, it says it's done by Taylor Sheridan. And in my opinion, from watching previous Taylor Sheridan shows, that man does not miss. From Mayor of Kingstown to Tulsa King to freaking Lioness. LANDMAN is no different. LANDMAN is it's another hit in my opinion from Taylor Sheridan. So I binged it and I'm just giving a breakdown from episode 8. And yeah, before I get into the breakdown of episode 8, just my overview of it. I'm really enjoying the storylines of Cooper Norris, the son of, he plays Billy Bob Thornton's son on the show. Once again, I'm mainly interested in Cooper Norris's storyline, as well as, of course, the main character, Tommy Norris, played by Billy Bob Thornton. I'm really interested in those two. The wife and daughter, although they're great actresses, they do bring some comic relief here and there. For the most part, I could kind of do without their storyline, but that's just me. And just the other characters within here, such as John Hamm playing Monty Miller, the billionaire oil company owner who has to dish out money to help Billy Bob Thornton solve these problems that he's facing and things like that. John Hamm is doing a great job in this thing. So anyway, episode 8, man. First off, Cooper, he missed his calling and should be a freaking lawyer. He stepped up to the lawyer of the oil company. Her name escapes me now. Once again, been binging. I should know it. But the main lawyer for this oil company, who has to work with, Billy Bob Thornton. She was personally sent by Monty Miller, if I'm not mistaken. She is a pit bull. We've seen that before. But for her to kind of try to scare Cooper straight, with like, hey man, I really think you might have been doing some sneaky stuff. How are you the only one who conveniently survived this, oil accident? She is trying to do some scare straight tactics with him, trying to just intimidate him. This and the third, saying, hey, we could take you to court for murder. He stepped to it with all that and was like, nah, my girl, and she deserves $1 million, for this, not this $500,000 settlement. And he made great points in terms of talking about why they deserve that type of money. And what's the girl's name? Ariana. That is the widow of one of the workers that died. Now I will say this: although Cooper's intentions were good, the fact that he's living in this woman's house and they're actually more than just friends trying to help out each other, it's nasty work, man. I'm sorry. Like this woman just lost her husband. Granted, you didn't know what else to do but to help around the house, and now y'all messing around, sleeping with each other, this and the third. It's just nasty work all around, man. I'm sorry. I don't know how else to put it. But nevertheless, that's besides the point. He countered with all that scary stuff that the lawyer said. and wanted a $1 million settlement, not for just her, but for the other family members who lost, who lost their loved ones in this oil rigging accident. And on top of that, this got Monty Miller so upset that he goes into having a heart attack and has to be rushed to the hospital. So, which I can understand. I'm sure, as a wise man once said, more money, more problems. Monty goes from dishing out 500,000 to these family members. Now he has to dish out $1 million per grieving family, for this accident. I can see how that can give you a heart attack. Even if you're a billionaire, you don't want to be hemorrhaging money on certain things if you don't have to. Now, granted, yes, for some, 500,000 is a lot. It could pay off someone's house. You could put some money aside to help your kids through college, invest, make more money, flip it that way. But to some others, 500,000 for losing my loved one when you're possibly a lot more liable for that could be considered a low ball. So I do get it, and of course that puts Tommy Norris in an awkward position because now Monty is clearly upset with him, despite the fact that Cooper quit. Now this lawyer is telling maybe stop. What is that lawyer? Rebecca Falcone is the name of the lawyer. Now you got Rebecca Falcone, telling Tommy Norris to his face, your son might be responsible for this quote accident. And of course that's going to rub him the wrong way because now you're threatening his son with some criminal charges when clearly it was a freak oil rigging accident. So yeah, man, this show's great. I don't know what else to say, man. And of course we got Angela Norris. Even though I could still do without her storyline, I mean, we saw in the previous episodes, she's starting to get more of a purpose of the show. She has like this morale booster type of thing that she does at the retirement home or the old folks home. So that's been pretty cool and uplifting to watch. Of course, you got the daughter she's being a daughter. She's, this attractive high school girl who is trying to, link up with the quarterback of the school and all this other stuff. I mean, so that's what it is, man. I do look forward to the final 2 episodes, especially seeing how this one ended. Another thing that made this episode so special is Tommy Norris actually does have support from the Texas National Guard in order to deal with these Mexican cartel folks who really want some type of compensation from the oil company from digging on this open land. So now it feels like it's going to be some type of wild turf war between the Mexican cartel versus the oil company / Texas National Guard. So I'm looking forward to that. We definitely see how this ended. They tried to do some type of drug exchange thing. The cartel tried to do the drug business thing, and yet again, we get a drug deal gone bad. As this time around, we have the Texas National Guard riding around in helicopters, shooting up vans that had vans full of drugs and stuff like that. So it's wild, man. It's a wild show. Once again, I really feel like Taylor Sheridan just doesn't miss. And this is yet another example of it. And once again, I was stereotyping the show. Like, yes, it's done by Taylor Sheridan, but I don't know if I really need to see a show about, this oil rigging drama that's coming out of Texas. After the episode 1, I was like, yeah, I was wrong. This is something I would like to dive more into. And hence, I'm caught up on episode 8. Love it or hate it. That's my opinion. Peace.